Previously on Tin's Raw Vlogs, Hubs and I decided to try out a new Filipino Asian fusion food spot called Rice Guys in Los Angeles. It was absolutely delicious. If you're in the area, highly recommend you check it out. So I'll speed it up now to present day. Hey chickies, welcome back to another vlog. We are here at Six Flags Magic Mountain. We're at the underground area, which is the home of the new West Coast Racers roller coaster. First look at this whole area. I haven't been here in a month and they just opened it to the public, I guess just a few days ago, so we're gonna check it out together. Apologies, when I was editing this vlog, I realized that the background music from this area was way too loud and I would have been copyrighted, so for this portion I will be doing a voiceover. So when you walk in, you notice all of this beautiful artwork, which I think ties in perfectly with the whole theme. Here's an overview of the underground area. I have to say I absolutely love all of the lines on the ground because they made it appear like it's a street, as if you're street racing, hence the name West Coast Racers. It ties in perfectly with this whole area's theme. Now I noticed that the restroom did get an upgrade. It's now called Pit Stop. I think it was a much needed upgrade for this area. Over to the right is where the line starts for West Coast Racers. I love how they paid attention to detail with these billboards. It gives a bit of history for Pimp My Ride. Remember that show on MTV? West Coast Auto Trends, West Coast Customs. And here is the building where the line trickles into the West Coast Customs building. And this is actually the area where you will also board for the ride. When you're in line, make sure you take a moment to read the posters around you because they do contain a lot of fun facts and history about West Coast Customs. Like, did you know that West Coast Customs helped build and create the hero cars from the very first Fast and the Furious movie? I thought that was pretty cool and I had no idea. Just a little FYI, there are two entrances for the underground area and we will be checking this out after we ride West Coast Racers. Now back to the line, we have another huge mural against the wall, which again ties in perfectly with the whole West Coast Racers theme. You can also see the two racing carts. This is where they actually take off. Let's take one last look around before we step into the West Coast Customs garage. Now once we step in, this is an overview of what you will see. This is essentially the queue area for the line. It's 2 stories and upstairs is where you board for the ride. Now I gotta give it to them for all of the details because they have the car for display, they have the wraps for the car. They really paid attention to detail to make it feel like an actual garage. Now on the second level, this is where you board for the ride, which we will get to in a couple minutes. The attention to detail, you have some equipment that you would find in a garage, you have the toolboxes, and now it is finally our turn to walk up the stairs so we can finally board West Coast Racers. Finally gonna ride it!
Okay, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that run, but the next one is even going to be more epic. Right now, the West Coast Cruz below you, working on your ride. Matter of fact, let me go check on it. It's go time. Should be a good one here.
honest opinion, I think because, okay, I'm gonna say because this is my first time riding it, I didn't know what to expect. Even though you see the track, you really don't know what to expect. Airtime was pretty good. All of the parts where you go upside down, I think was carried out very well. Thrill ride, I know it says it's a max. Honestly, rate West Coast Racers an 8 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good. It reminded me so much of Full Throttle, but with more. I love the fact how you're racing with another track, which I think adds to the whole excitement. So I mean, overall, I can't say I was disappointed. I honestly wouldn't rate it 10 out of 10 because 10 out of 10 for me still is X2. When you walk out, there's the photo area and it's the gift shop. Very cool. Do they have a mug? Oh my gosh, that's actually cute. That's cute. Is that new? Very nice. Which is this?
I didn't even know they had this.
$12.99. Thank you. I have West Coast Racers tees. Oh, nice. West Coast Racers Nano Coaster, and they have Full Throttle now. Beanies, hats, eat, sleep, scream, repeat. Okay. Then it has the different Six Flags on the inside rim. That's cool.
It'll be a one-time use.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna need to get this next time. Oh, cool. They have Fast and the Furious. Once you exit the gift shop, this is an overview of what you will see. Directly in front, you'll also notice the track for the go-karts. Now, I know that they did remodel this area, but unfortunately on this particular day, it was not working. You'll also have a really great view of the tail end for the West Coast Racers roller coaster. On my way out, I noticed that they had this whole section of posters. Again, their attention to detail was on point, fit perfectly with the whole theme of this underground area. Before we leave the underground area, we have to mention this huge The Underground mural, which I think looks absolutely beautiful, especially with the track in the background. Let's take one last look around before we head out of the underground. So as we leave the underground area, curious to hear your thoughts on West Coast Racers. What did you think of the ride? Have you been on it? What would you rate it out of 10? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the best here at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I would love to get your feedback. I hope you enjoyed hanging out today. If you did, please make sure you give this video a like. Subscribe if you have not already. Would love for you to be a part of the Chicky crew. Thank you, Chicky, so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.